Welcome to our him, where my mom is angry because I am doing laundry. I just bought one of those small portable washing machines. The kind you might use in a caravan, or in my case, an appartement with no plumbing for a washing machine. I was hanging my bed sheets over my error in the window. Yesterday, the sun come through the front windows early in the morning. So by the time I got up today, it was dry. As I was hanging my duvet cover, which for context is multicolored pastel color striped on one side, and flowers the other side, I heard through my very obvious open window. Ugh. Stay away, girls. It's one of those locters again. I don't want you getting any ideas. I glare at her through my window and lower my head to the open part of the window. I'm doing my laundry in my house, Karen, that just so happens to be colored stripes. Not every color on earth is gay, you know. And even if it was, why would you care? Points to her tie-dye leggings and gives her the "are you dumb" stare. Her daughters, by the way, were literally wearing rainbow socks and pastel-looking jean short things. So like, wah. She then stops walking, turns to me, and goes, "You're spreading the gay agenda." I reply, "Am doing my fucking laundry," and slam the window shut. I then head outside to find that, in the short few seconds of this particular interaction, maybe 3 or 4 people are just standing watching her rant and rave about my freaking laundry. I get outside in the tiny-ass front yard, and she's waving her arms around telling everyone how I'm spreading a toxic agenda around by doing my laundry inside my own home. I'm going to ask you to leave, or the police will be involved. I've done nothing to anyone. I'm literally just doing my laundry in my own home, and you're screaming at me for something that doesn't even exist. If you want though, I can show you the pride flag that hangs in my front room, or maybe I should hang my bright pink polka dot panties up alongside my skirt. I'm 25 male, FYI. The look on her face was as if I just told her I eat babies. I gestured to her to leave the same way you might do with a badly behaved dog, and she did actually leave, still muttering her rants and nonsense, but she left. Her daughters, her bright red in the face, staring at their phone, clearly wanting to just disappear and not exist anywhere near their mother. Tweeter titled Karen Mother Angry I was washing colored stripy bed sheets. Ordered $150 plus worth of takeout to never pick it up. So I 22F and my boyfriend 23M went to this Ace Sushi place 2 years ago. The food was great, and we usually tip 15% plus, so there were no complaints. We decided to go again today. We walked in, was sat down, and ordered hot tea, and started writing what we wanted for the Ace. Now, before we arrived, we were looking at the menu online and skimmed and saw some 1-star reviews about the chef, who happens to be the owner. We didn't think much of it since our experience previously went well. Well, once the server dropped off hot tea to our table and picked up our sheet for the Ace, she went over to the chef and spoke to him about something. And then he came right over and told us that he cannot serve us sushi and proceeded to take our menus. We sat there confused, and he proceeded to say something among the lines of, "I recognize your faces. You guys complained last time you were here." As I tried to explain that it's been 2 years since we were here, he just told us, "The tea is on the house," and that was it. We took our time drinking the tea, and when we left, I had an idea. I ordered about 10 sushi entrees, specifically stuff that couldn't be put back, that was about $180 online, and set it up for takeout. I also added that I'd tip 20% of it. It took them about 40 minutes to call us to tell us our sushi was ready. We gave them a quick question, "Is the tea on the house?" and they hung up. Honestly, it'll probably just go to the other chefs, and that one server, there was only one working that day. But it's still a loss in sale. I'm not a very confrontational person, so this was a huge win for me. Another note, we checked the reviews when we were home, and it turned out the chef was quite prejudiced against Asians, despite him being Asian himself. My boyfriend and I are also Asian, which is probably why he kicked us out for no reason. Edit. The chef is Chinese. Another complaint on Yelp follows. We were denied service for no reason today. They asked if we were Korean, and then immediately told us to come again next time because they were busy. There were multiple tables open. I am so upset about this. Messing with inconsiderate neighbors. I live in an apartment building that is oddly designed, to say the least. My bedroom window directly faces the bedroom window of another apartment with about 6 feet between. Problem is, the windows have no soundproofing, and my bedroom window buddies across the way have loudest sex I've ever heard. Like I can hear it through noise-canceling headphones type of loud, and those headphones completely drowned out fireworks being set off in the parking lot next door on 4th of July. I have insomnia, and they have woken me up or interrupted that moment right before I fall asleep with these awful sounds. Like, go for it, but stop screaming the whole time and telling daddy how he's doing for all to hear. They also keep a ridiculous amount of crap in the hallway. A stack of shoeboxes as tall as me, and probably 10 shoeboxes long. Dog food, food odor powder, about 20 more pairs of shoes not in boxes, cleaning stuff, a whole ass side table, and more. It's disrespectful, and they are shitty people. They do more inconsiderate things than what I am sharing. Because of the insomnia and the fact I'm moving out soon, I've decided to be a bit mischievous. I made sure there were no doorbell cams, and the building doesn't have cameras, and now a few times a week when I can't sleep, I walk down the hall in the middle of the night and move some things around and kind of hide at least one thing. All very subtle. I hope it makes them question their sanity when things aren't where they left them. If I see foot odor powder on the windowsill again, I'm chucking that shit out the window without hesitation. Steal my identity, I guess? Let me start with the TLDR. The entitled parent is my own mother, and she used my identity to open a bank account to hide funds from the IRS. Imagine a boomer, albeit a younger one, crossed with a mega Karen, a narcissist of the first order. When I was 15 or so, my mother opened a bank account at her credit union in my name, made herself a joint on said account. I had no idea this existed. I was 15. I didn't even have a driver's license or a job. In my 20s. An out-of-work college dropout, as I couldn't get financial aid due to her making too much money. I got a very angrily worded letter from the IRS about unpaid taxes, about how cash appeared in my account and was transferred to another account after taxes should have been applied. My out-of-work brain was like, WH what? Money? Cue months of phone calls and letters, eventually ending with, you're committing a crime. And me sobbing on the phone with the IRS going, I have no idea what's going on. Spoiler alert. My mother was using the account to try to dodge taxes, and it worked when I was a minor. But at 20, Uncle Sam wanted his cut. It was months of phone calls and letters, all fielded while mom was still at work. Cause I was a college dropout and not in school or employed, so I was home to answer them. I was aggressively applying for any job within driving distance for a busted up 96 Ford Explorer, which got 10 mpg on a good day. Eventually, I got elevated to an IRS agent high up enough in the hierarchy to give me a straight answer. There was a bank account in my name, with my mother as joint on the account, who knew my SSN, Dob, her maiden name, the name of my first pet, and the name of the street I grew up on. Cuz, yeah, she should know those things. She's my mother. I told the IRS, do whatever you need to do to close this account, and here's my mother's contact info. She has no idea to this day how the IRS found out her scam, and I will take that secret to the grave. Think 15,000 or so that she owed in back taxes, that she begrudgingly paid, out of her nest egg that she had been building up. In my name. F you, Karen. I don't care if I'm written out of the will. Not that she even knows what Reddit is, but hey, miracles happen. Narcissistic mom. My mom recently divorced in the past year, and now has a new boyfriend who I really like. However, she is moving us 45 minutes away from our hometown to live with him, even though she has only known him 2 months. I am about to start college and will be commuting and my brother is 15 and was supposed to start high school with his friends. I have a local job that I really enjoy. My mom is planning to move us to stay with her boyfriend despite our life being in our hometown. When we protest, she says we can live without. We are no longer the priority. Her boyfriend is. I understand that I am an adult, but my brother is 15 and it bothers me. Older entitled parents, I hope this fits. My daughter just graduated high school, second in her class, headed to a top-notch university, and beautiful too. She looks just like me, so I'm a bit biased. Here comes the entitled part, my parents. My daughter was born 18 years ago as my son. She is not my son today, she is my daughter, period. She worked her ass off and deserved to be celebrated at her graduation and every day. She was introduced with her chosen name and not her dead name. Her diploma is also in her name. Here's the entitled part. My parents expected me to disown my daughter because of their transphobic beliefs. You see, I'm a huge boss in their eyes because I chose my daughter over my parents. My entitled parents, who didn't raise me, expected to be more important than my child. They refused to attend graduation, their loss. Her speech was amazing, and are now posting the fabulous religious FB posts about burning in hell. I'm a proud boss and will always choose my child.